I'm Witch Hazel, and today we're embarking on a journey to 3 places in America where mystery and magic are said to spill over into the everyday world. We'll explore the red rock vortexes of Sedona, Arizona, the snow-capped legends of Mount Shasta, California, and the spirit-drenched falls of Snoqualmie, Washington State. They're destinations anyone can visit. You can hike the trails, stand in the spray, or gaze at the skies. Once you're there, you might find yourself caught between science and spirit, between myth and mystery. Let's begin. Sedona's beauty is undeniable. Towering red cliffs, striated sandstone, and desert skies that seem to stretch forever. For decades, the town has drawn not just hikers and artists, but spiritual pilgrims, people who believe Sedona is one of the most energetically charged places on Earth. What makes Sedona famous are its energy vortexes, spiral-like concentrations of energy said to enhance meditation, healing, and spiritual awareness. The most well-known are Bell Rock, Cathedral Rock, Airport Mesa, and Boynton Canyon. Tour guides often describe them as power spots, where the Earth's energy is intensified. Some visitors say they feel a tingling in their skin. Others report sudden emotional release, and many describe a heightening of intuition. Geologists point out that Sedona's red rocks are rich in iron and quartz. Quartz, in particular, is believed by metaphysicians to amplify energy. Many carry quartz crystals home as souvenirs. Scientists also note that magnetite in the rocks can cause compasses to spin strangely, which has been documented on several hiking trails. One hiker recalled sitting at Airport Mesa at sunset when the sky seemed to shimmer and his watch lost 3 minutes. Another group of tourists described hearing a low hum, like the earth itself was vibrating. Locals don't dismiss these accounts. They embrace them as part of Sedona's charm. Sedona has also become a hub for UFO sightings. Since the 1980s, hundreds of reports have poured in of mysterious lights hovering or darting through the desert skies. Some UFO tour companies even guarantee you'll see something unusual with night vision goggles. Whether you view it as magnetism, mass psychology, or genuine portals of energy, Sedona continues to be one of the most visited mystical destinations in the U.S. Next, we travel north to California's Mount Shasta. Rising more than 14,000 feet above the surrounding landscape, this snow-covered peak dominates the horizon like something out of a myth. For thousands of years, the mountain, which is actually a volcano, has been revered by indigenous tribes including the Shasta, Modoc, and Wintu. To the Wintu people, Mount Shasta is the center of creation itself. Ceremonies are still held there, reinforcing the mountain's sacred reputation. But in the modern era, Shasta has also become famous for something else: the Lemurian legend of Telos, a supposed underground city inhabited by the Lemurians. Lemuria is said to have been a great lost continent, much like Atlantis. In 1904, a book called A Dweller on Two Planets described Lemurians living beneath Shasta, tall beings with long flowing hair and white robes who occasionally emerged to interact with surface dwellers. In 1931, a man named Edward Lancer claimed he met such beings, describing them as serene and otherworldly. His story spread widely, cementing the legend. In modern times, groups gather at Shasta specifically to watch the skies, and glowing orbs are still reported regularly. Even climbers and scientists admit Shasta has a strange presence. the way sound carries oddly in its valleys, the sudden weather shifts, and the heavy silence at higher elevations have been described as uncanny. Shasta is also tied to New Age spirituality. Retreat centers around the mountain offer crystal healing, channeling sessions, and meditation retreats. Shasta serves as a spiritual beacon, a place where different dimensions overlap. Is it volcanic gases, magnetic anomalies, or something truly otherworldly? The legends persist. Even if you don't meet a Lemurian, you leave with a sense that Shasta is more than a mountain. Finally, we head to the Pacific Northwest, where forests grow thick and the air hangs heavy with mist. Snoqualmie Falls, a 268-foot waterfall, is one of Washington's most famous natural landmarks. But beyond its beauty lies a deeper significance. For the Snoqualmie people, the falls are sacred. They believe the mist rising from the waters carries prayers to the Creator. Elders have described the falls as a spiritual portal, a place where the physical and spiritual worlds connect. Even today, the tribe conducts ceremonies here, keeping alive a tradition thousands of years old. Visitors often describe feeling an inexplicable sense of awe, or sometimes unease. One local recounted hearing voices in the roar of the water, while another said the mist seemed to shimmer with light at dusk. Park rangers occasionally receive reports of phantom figures near the viewing platform, though no explanation is given. Of course, Snoqualmie also became world famous thanks to David Lynch's Twin Peaks, filmed in and around the falls. The series leaned into the area's natural eeriness, those towering trees, endless fog, and the roar of the water. Lynch himself said he chose it because it felt like stepping into a dream. Fans still flock to Snoqualmie today, not just to see the iconic falls, but to feel that dreamlike quality. Many leave saying they understand why Indigenous peoples regard it as sacred ground. So, what do we make of these three mystical places? In Sedona, vortexes swirl where geology and belief intersect. On Mount Shasta, legends of Lemurians and UFOs collide with indigenous reverence and volcanic power. At Snoqualmie, nature itself becomes a portal where mist carries both prayers and whispers. Each site blends the natural with the supernatural, the scientific with the spiritual. Maybe it's geology, psychology, or Hollywood myth-making. These are real places where the veil between worlds is thin. The only way to know is to go. Stand on Sedona's red rocks, climb Shasta's snow-covered slopes, or watch the mist rise at Snoqualmie Falls and decide for yourself. I'm Witch Hazel the Mystic. Thank you for joining me on this mystical journey. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know. Stay curious, stay mystical, and until next time, keep your eyes open because the world is stranger than we think. And that's not a bad thing.